Shout out to KP for that beat.
We're here at MMX 8, man. We about to wrap it up, but I couldn't let it go too far. I couldn't end without pulling my guy in, JayJuan, JayJuan Young.
That's right.
JayJuan Young.
Young.
What's
Forever
happening,
young.
man? How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
And all is well, my brother, man. Hey, you know what? It's like whenever you walk in the room, it's like lights up.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
I think
that's
it's
the joy of the Lord.
So yeah, man. You know what? And everybody's been talking about this particular clip, man, that we put out a little bit ago. You know, whenever we was at 217 Day, remember that a couple months ago?
Yeah.
You know, we was down there 217 Day. Shout out to Honor Holmes.
Yeah.
But
Honor.
you
Forever favored.
forever favored. But this chicken, man. You said he went viral because of a clip talking about I love chicken. So man, how much do you love chicken?
I love chicken. I can eat chicken for breakfast. I can eat chicken for lunch. I can eat chicken for dinner. I can eat chicken all day. Just give me a leg and a thigh. That's all I ask for.
It's a leg and a thigh.
And a thigh. That's all you need to succeed. And it's good protein.
Definitely good protein.
You can have it baked. You can have it fried.
Okay.
You know, you can have it barbecued. You
Yeah.
can have it shredded. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh, okay. All
ooh.
different types of ways.
Chicken
you can do-
tacos.
Chicken-
What? Chicken.
So you love it, man. Every now and again, whenever I get on Facebook, man, or I see something about Popeye's chicken,
Me?
and you are like you was the guy waiting at Popeyes for it to open back up in Decatur.
And it's open.
It is. And
It's open.
It's open.
They tried to attack Popeyes, but I went in and got them straight.
You make sure they was-
spokesperson.
Yeah, you keeping them in
You
line.
know, we ain't got KFC no more.
We don't got KFC.
You know what
You're
I'm
right.
saying? They
Yeah.
taking everything away, but we got to be grateful for the chicken that we do have. Either y'all gonna get that funeral chicken from Kroger, or you gonna go and get that Popeyes.
Hey.
Which one is it gonna be?
Hey, that Kroger chicken is kind of good
I'm
when it's
telling
fresh
you,
about the grease.
That funeral chicken, that's what we call that.
The funeral chicken.
Funeral chicken.
Yeah, it is
Make
definitely.
you forget who died.
See,
When the next one?
like it's a party. This guy right
Hey,
here.
that's
So
for black folks. Who's that? I understand it's a celebration of life, but y'all done hollered all through the service, and then
Yes.
y'all want to go and do the percolator
I know.
when I'm in the ground. Yeah, all right.
Besides chicken, your love for music, I think, probably what brought you around how I found out about you. You know, hear you sing and, you know, when like your personality also. Actually, you know, the first time I seen you in life, you worked at Lowe's.
Ah, don't you get me started. We'll be on this camera for hours.
And you was the only person at Lowe's that wore a blazer.
That's right.
But not just any blazer. He had a sparkly blazer on. I called him Lil Luther.
With a matching bow tie and matching shoes.
I'm talking about in the front of the bit. I'm trying to get a 2x4. I don't want to hear all this right now. But he was a great personality. You know what I mean? Great personality. Like I said, man, he lights up the room whenever you walk in, man. How did you like develop, you know, like
So what I tell everybody
how did JayJuan
is,
become JayJuan?
I tell everybody is that, you know, you got some people that come from a family name or they family was this in high school and they well known. For me, myself, I used to be bullied in elementary.
Wow.
So how I made a name for myself is I started to be myself. I started to, what they taught me in elementary, treat people how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
So I treat people how I want to be treated. So if I give you $50 because you need $50, I expect you to give me $50 when I need $50. You know,
Yeah.
I'm treating people how I want to be treated. So you just remember to keep on smiling, keep on pushing towards your goal, continue to be yourself, because we live in a world of hate.
Definitely.
We live in a world of hate. We live in a world that people is going to try to dismiss your character. They're going to talk about you. The Bible even tells you that, oh, because we follow Christ, you're going to be attacked. Just because you say that he's your king, he's your God. And it's just like, you got to find the way out of things, and you got to continue. Now, don't get me wrong. I may always seem happy, but there's days where I'm still fighting my battles, but I don't show everybody that, because at
sure.
the end of the day, this is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice
Yeah.
and be glad in
Yeah,
it.
be glad in
Be
it.
glad in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so be glad every day. How we looking? It went dead. Damn.
It died
hold
on me. See,
Hold
when
on,
we
hold on.
started talking about Jesus. Boy,
Okay, so making it back. You got fired from Lowe's?
yeah, if you look my name up on Google right now,
Yeah.
the article still comes up, and the CEO offered me my job back and everything. It was on viral on Facebook and viral on Twitter. Over 37 cents. They fired me a day before my year.
Let me see.
Type in black man JayJuan Young fired from Lowe's.
JayJuan Young. Hold on. I'm just Googling in real time.
Uh-huh.
Let me see. I'm finna do this. Ladies and gentlemen, bear with me. Let me see. Here we go. A man named JayJuan Young. Even AI, that's what AI say. JayJuan Young, an employee of Lowe's, was reportedly terminated for a 37-cent discrepancy on his register. He has raised money through a GoFundMe campaign to cover bills and legal fees related to his termination, and was raised money to support his lawsuit. A customer on X questioned Lowe's about the situation, finding it unfair. Then it goes on and on and on. So, man, you're kind of a big deal, all right? When it comes to Lowe's. So, did you get your job back?
So, I got my job back, but I didn't go back because I felt like they would have tried to set me up. The way that it happened was somebody inside the company coming. It wasn't even from my store. Somebody inside the company called that hotline number, so they sent somebody in their company to come down and talk to me. You know, we'll do this, we'll do that, and if you write down that you did it, I'm like, it's 30. Okay, I just want to get back to my money.
Yeah,
so I'm giving y'all these credits. That's how you see me in the suit, because I came in as a cashier, but because of that personality, they wanted me to sell they windows and stuff and try to get people to sign up for credit apps and stuff. So I was good at my job, so I had people hating on me. That's all it was. But I'll tell you one thing. When I got fired and raised my money, it put me in my first apartment that I've been in for the last 4 years. So when one
How much money you raised? Couple dollars.
Oh, we on camera now. You know?
Yeah, won't tell everything. But just know he been in there for 4 years.
We raised at least over $2,000 on my GoFundMe and over $900 on Cash App, if I'm correct. And that was just people donating for the cause, feeling bad. I had people giving me money because, like I said, I had been there for 364 days.
Wow.
And the day before my year, they fired me. So all of those pictures that I posted saying I got fired, those are supposed to be my pictures. Hey, I'm celebrating 1 year at Lowe's.
That's crazy.
Pictures of me in bow ties, pictures of me. I was a 3-time employee of the month.
Wow.
Cashier of the month.
Yeah, I remember. Every time I went to Lowe's, I saw you up there. Like I said, great personality. You was doing your job, but over 37 cents, they paid you, man.
37 cents. And I could have really pushed that, but it was a time where everything happened how it was supposed to happen. Like I said, I've been in my apartment. The man that owns my apartment, he said, I seen you in Lowe's doing some work sometimes, so I know you're a good person.
Yeah.
And he offered me an apartment.
Yeah.
So at the age of 22, I got my first apartment, and I've been in there ever since. All
man.
Because I had to get fired. So that's encouraging me. You have to go through a storm.
You got to.
In order to see the outcome.
And you just never know where you'll end up. You know, you
never know. That's why you got to remain positive.
Yes.
And you got to be glad in it.
Glad in it. Every day, be glad in it.
That's
and
why
be a good
glad
person.
in Popeyes. You know what I'm saying? They talk so much stuff about it, but I'm glad in it. Man, they don't mess up my food.
Yeah. You made me want some red beans and rice right now.
What? Don't forget the honey. Get your biscuit. They biscuits.
Oh, see, now.
I'm telling you.
Man, so let's bring it back before I get too far in the food, man. Let's bring it back. MMX 8, man. How do you feel about being here today?
I feel amazing. I came to support my sister in her talent and in her rapping, her dancing, her singing. And I didn't even know all of this was going on. So being here today to see everybody come together, do different stuff, sell different talent. We have 2 black artists in the building today, and they did a phenomenal job. They did a phenomenal job. So we want to see more of us. Representation, because there's a lot of talent here in Milliken, a lot of talent here in Decatur, and it's fun seeing everybody. Like my cousin A.D. Carson, didn't know he was gonna be here. Like you said, when I came in, it's like a light. That's because I seen all of these faces.
Yeah, man.
Everybody that I've seen, Jado, all these artists and rappers, Yanni, the cameraman. Everybody is doing something different, but they're using their talent, and I just love to see it. I love to see it. That means and shows me that Decatur still has room to grow.
Next year, they need to have you on that stage singing.
What?
Yeah. You ready for it?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I know you always ready.
What? Lord's willing.
Lord's willing. Yeah, and always bring. And that's one good thing about you, also, brother, man. You're very strong in your faith, and that's pretty dope, man. A lot of people, young people, are ashamed of, you know.
Yeah, you know, like I tell anybody, when you stop running and trying to be perfect, that's when you'll know Jesus, because he died for our sins. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to go church side, but if you actually think about it, to break it down, come as you are. You smoke weed, come. You drink every Friday, come. You do all of that, come. Find your faith and find your purpose. Don't let nobody else tell you.
Would that be like your message to everybody out?
Everybody, no matter, you know, the Pope just died, and the presiding bishop of the Church of God in Christ said, you know, God bless him, you know, gave out his message, but they both are in different denominations. Doesn't matter who you serve, one faith, one God, one baptism, you know what I'm saying? But find your faith, find that voice that works for you. And if that's what you believe, you go forth with it. Only you can find out if you made it or not. You know what I'm saying?
You definitely
Only
gonna find out.
It ain't gonna be me there. I ain't gonna be there eating no Popeyes with you. You know what I'm saying?
And the great Popeyes in the sky.
Yes.
One day.
What a time.
We'll be going to glory.
What a time.
All right, man. Thanks for stopping by, brother.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Did you like this video? Cool. Well, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and stick around. We got plenty of more where that came from.